Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor and we have another Sunday live stream here at Crypto Empire. So you guys know what to do. Smash up the like button, make some noise for the algorithm, and let YouTube know that this is Crypto Empire and we are loud and proud over here. Appreciate all the likes and support. We just hit 70,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone and I'm really grateful for all of you guys. Both the people that have been here for years, right? We're approaching 4 years now. We've had Crypto Empire live here on YouTube. So the people that have been supporting for years, as well as all of the new subscribers that have just joined the community recently, I'm grateful for all of you guys. And we ain't stopping. The job ain't finished. This is just one milestone along the journey. So let's keep on trucking and get down to business and start off this live stream like we always do with our crypto market overview. All right, guys, so taking a look at the market currently. Looking at the bubbles, we got a bit of a mixed bag today. Some AI coins like AO's doing well. You can see Jupiter is up 13.5%, but also a lot of red out here as well. So still, really, the market is kind of slow. We're seeing on-chain, specifically Base, pick up a lot. And we'll talk about that today, but overall, for the most part, no changes. Bitcoin still trading in its range. Currently, it's trading at $103,450. Ethereum at $32.67, XRP at $3, and Solana at $2.45. So again, really not too much going on in terms of the majors and the overall market. There are some things moving today, specifically base meme coins and some AI plays, but you can see I guess the biggest gainer today, according to CoinGecko, is the MLG coin. And I believe it pumped because Aiden Ross said he might buy it. So it's just degenerates gambling on Solana. But anyways, MLG is backed by like the whole FaZe clan. And people like those guys, essentially. So they buy that token. But power to them. Anyways, let's move on from the top gainers and losers, because there's really not too much interesting stuff to talk about here on this list today. And I want to spend a lot of time going over other things that I think are going to deliver more value in today's live stream. So let's start off looking at the Bitcoin chart. Here's Tau. We'll talk about Tau today. But first, let's talk about Bitcoin. Well, here's the chart. And guess what, guys? Nothing's changed whatsoever. Let it range, like I've been saying now for like the past 2 weeks. We have a range between $100,000 support and resistance at the all-time highs. It's very important, of course, to hold that 100K support. If we lose that and we see some daily time frame closures beneath 100K, well, that's not a very good sign. But that hasn't happened, okay? And we're still holding above it. We'll see how this week does develop. Remember last year, February 8th was that day where the entire market exploded. Here it is, February 8th. That was the start, as you can see, or maybe February 7th, February 8th. But basically, if you look at any altcoin chart that's been around from, over a year ago, look at what happened on February 7th and February 8th for those altcoins. This is when the market went on a frenzy, and we basically had an altcoin season from February until March, April. And it all started on one day. So we're basically looking for that same kind of uptick to fuel the frenzy that is to come now. And I think it's getting close. I mean, it has to be getting close, given the time we've spent chopping around ranging. But this bull market, in my opinion, has been defined by two major upticks. February 8th is the one I just showed you. And the first one was October 20th, I believe, of 2000. Let's go look. October 2023. I think it was October 20th. I'll get you the exact day right now. Okay, never mind. So it was actually October. Yeah, it was the same week, October 15th through the 20th. This week was essentially when we started to break out of the range, when we're chopping around from $25K to $30,000. You guys remember that? I certainly do. I remember just flying out of the States, starting out my travels over in Southeast Asia at this time. I remember tweeting from my phone in the airport about how the market was bottomed and it felt like the bottom and everything like that. Well, that hunch turned out to be largely correct. But anyways, again, what we're looking for now is the same type of uptick that we had 2 times so far this cycle. October 2023, February 2024. Will that next one happen this month in January? It's probably going to happen in February if it doesn't happen in January. Again, I've said since the start of 2025, how February is probably going to be the most bullish month of the year for crypto and deliver the best returns. So yeah, I think February is going to be an absolutely amazing month. And if we do get that market-wide uptick and the breakout of this range into new all-time highs, that would for sure confirm what I am saying right now. But we're going to see how everything does develop going forward. Now, looking at ETH, again, not too much to talk about when it comes to these charts. Ethereum still holding the daily 200 EMA as support, which is at $3,136. And we are looking for Ethereum to break this trend line and go to its all-time high at 4,800 and make a new all-time high. And that will be a lot of fun because altcoins will follow when Ethereum does break out. So that is certainly something to look forward to. Now, quick glance. We looked at this last night on our Saturday night live stream, but we'll go over it again. Here is Bitcoin dominance, and just for perspective, we'll look at the monthly time frame chart. And this thing bottomed out, and it's been rallying now for over 2 years. December of 2022 was when Bitcoin dominance started its rise from 40% to 60%, basically where it is now. And here's some bullish propaganda for all of you guys, some hopium out there. Here's the Bitcoin dominance chart overlaid on the Wall Street cheat sheet. And when you overlay the chart on the Wall Street cheat sheet, this section at least over the past 2 years, well, it certainly does look like that entire market cycle coming to an end. And the drop will actually look exactly like the Wall Street cheat sheet chart because it looked exactly like it in the last cycle. As you can see, it literally went straight down for a period of 151 days. We saw Bitcoin dominance drop like a rock, like a heavy boat anchor in the ocean, sank right to the ocean floor. All right. So yeah, it will actually look like the Wall Street cheat sheet drop when it does happen. And I think it will. So there's some bullish propaganda for all of you guys when it comes to Bitcoin dominance. We are still looking for this thing to top out around these levels. If it wants to push up to 63.5%, so be it. I do see that as an unlikely probability compared to it simply dropping off from current levels and not making a higher high. But we will, of course, keep up to date on this chart and monitor it in real time. I go live essentially every single day for the most part. So yeah, we'll be able to track this and watch it in real time. Just one of the many benefits of being a Crypto Empire community member and subscribing to the channel. You get alerted when I go live so you don't miss this crucial information. If you're not subscribed yet, guys, smash that subscribe button down below. Some other index charts. Here is stablecoin dominance, specifically USDT. And it's bouncing right now. And we are basically either looking for a drop to the next level lower at 3.3%, or we want to see it get rejected from resistance if it wants to make its way back up to these resistance levels. But in the meantime, while we wait for one of those key levels to get hit, just let it chop, let it range, let it do nothing and scare people as it goes sideways because they don't see the bigger picture. And just understand, if you can just play key levels and wait for the key levels to get hit, it makes this whole trading thing and investing thing a whole lot easier because you have an edge in the market. Anyways, we looked at all these last night. Not too much to talk about. Just consolidating underneath their all-time highs. Others total 3, total 2. When Ethereum breaks out, these charts will all make new all-time highs as well. So yeah, we have some optimism in the air amongst all the pessimism out there. At least here at Crypto Empire we do. I understand a lot of people's portfolios have been getting wrecked and crushed. Well, that's because, why is that happening? It might be because of the dilution. Here's an interesting tweet from the Byzantine General. He says, guys, I'm going to say something crazy here. I think we need less coins. Here's an image from Dune Analytics showing the number of unique crypto tokens over time. Well, this thing is putting in a hockey stick, and it's at the top of the J curve now, basically at the top of the J curve, but it probably will keep going up because it's super easy to make a coin nowadays with tools like Pump Fun or Clanker Bot on Base, whatever. But yeah, we are basically now at 30 million new tokens, which is, I mean, it's got to be like 10,000 a day. I don't know the exact daily breakdown of new tokens created, but you have this fragmented attention. And in a market where you simply are just trading attention, recently fundamentals and real value have gone out the window. I don't know if you guys have noticed in crypto, value and utility has completely gone out the window. But yeah, in a world where you trade attention, well, when you have, thousands and thousands of new coins every single day, you see that liquidity fragment and that attention fragment. But when you do see an event that drives people back to investing in value and utility, that's also going to drive attention back to those sectors, and you'll see capital also flow there. All right, so the main thing when it comes to altcoins is it might seem obvious, and you're going to say, Connor, obviously that's true. Like, why did you even say that? But the thing with altcoins is you need to pick the right coins. I know, shocker. It's that easy, guys. Just pick the right coins. But anyways, yeah, huge dilution out there with the amount of new tokens being created every single day, and it's not going to stop. Anyways, I don't have a tweet open, but in regards to AI coins and OpenAI has a big announcement. I believe it's on the 30th of January, so just a few days away, where they're going to be talking about AI agents, and it's going to be a huge kind of announcement and development for OpenAI and everything that they are building. So my eyes are currently on AI coins, right? We looked at the top gainers today on Crypto Bubbles, and we saw how in the top 100, AOS and AI coin is currently up 15%. Now, I'm not a holder of AOS, but it's still interesting to see this pump directly off of that daily 200 EMA and off of support after sweeping some lows. That sweep, you'll see it a lot. But anyways, I just recorded a full Tau video. I do plan on having that uploaded tomorrow. It's about dynamic Tau, so it's going to be very informative and educational for everyone wondering what's going on and how to, go about the dynamic Tau upgrade, because that's going to be huge. So yeah, be on the lookout for that video tomorrow, but we can briefly talk about it now. So look, Tau is likely put in its bottom after this, taking out all these lows. Took out the low, took out the low, took out the low. So we have basically a range low deviation right into the level that I've had on my chart for a while. And we're back inside of the range. So in order to confirm this deviation, you need to see a higher high past $495. Tau needs to get back above 500 right now to confirm the break of this downtrend. That's the main thing when it comes to the Tau price action. But let's spend a little bit of time right now talking about dynamic Tau and the upgrade that is to come, because it's going to be crazy. I'm not sure you understand the scope and the magnitude of what's coming for Tau, but we can basically go over it now. So, looking at Tau stats, market cap 3.61 billion. Currently, if we look at the stakers, go to analytics, and if we look at the stakers today, 73% of all Tau in circulation is staked. Now, with the introduction of dynamic Tau, you will no longer have easy, you actually will still have easy staking, but the rewards won't be nearly as good as they are now at like 15 to 18%. It's going to be called root staking, and it will give diminishing returns. Your Tau staked right now. Shout out to Juan for the super chat, my man. We will get to that super chat in a moment. Let me just finish explaining this. Anyways, yes, root staking. You have your Tau staked now. It's going to transition to root staking automatically. You're going to unstake that basically if you choose to do so and sell your Tau for dynamic Tau at a 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-1 price. With dynamic Tau, you will be able to buy subnet alpha tokens. All right, each one of these 64 subnets will have their own alpha token on the BitTensor network. Some of these already have ERC20 tokens on Ethereum. Some are on Base. They're all going to be on BitTensor in the form of alpha tokens. So basically what's going to happen is you get your dynamic Tau. from selling it from Tau itself. And then you use the dynamic Tau to buy the alpha tokens. Okay, if the subnet is good, more and more people are also going to use dynamic Tau to buy the alpha tokens. It's virtuals on steroids. It's virtuals on steroids. So anyways, yeah, I will be letting you guys know which subnets I'm going to be buying with dynamic Tau, but it's going to be the same thing that happened with virtuals, and it's kind of like the pump fund speculation fiasco coming to BitTensor. But the only thing is, each one of these subnets could be their own standalone AI projects if they were on Solana or Base. All right, these are very powerful projects, and a lot of good talent is developing on BitTensor. So yeah, this is going to be the play in my opinion, and Tau is cheap at the moment. So do more research and watch the video I have coming out tomorrow around dynamic Tau, because it's going to change the game, and it's going to be like virtuals in the early days before it was discovered. You're going to have a second opportunity is what I'm trying to say. If you missed the entire virtuals hype and pump, well, get ready for dynamic Tau, because you got another chance at the plate to knock it out of the park. Take the risk or lose the chance. It's coming soon, February 10th to 14th. It will be released. And yeah, it's going to be huge. Anyways, let's get to Juan's super chat. So Juan says, by the way, thank you for the $4.99. I greatly appreciate the support. But Juan says, we'll get to the chat as well. Cloud9 says, notice me, senpai. Shout out to Cloud9 for being the first person in the chat today. I'll get to everyone else in a second. But anyways, Juan says, hey Connor, I just want to say I'm very thankful for your content on Treb. What are your thoughts on Toshi from here forward? Well, Juan, I'm glad to hear you're doing good and you were able to catch a win on Treb and Treble swap. A lot of people for sure faded, and they're probably kicking themselves, but that's just how crypto works. Here's the Treble chart. It did hit $3 yesterday, and as you can see, some sells have come in, some big sells, but the price is still holding well with that V4 liquidity, able to basically absorb a lot of those strong sells on the chart. But anyways, yeah, Treble, absolute banger so far, and I still think it is super early for this one. Currently 10 million circulating market cap, no inflation until February 20th. And with everything they got going on, this one's going to cook. But yeah, obviously utilize proper risk management. And if you're looking for an entry, maybe it does dip lower. It just depends if current holders want to sell or not, because really there's not a lot to buy on the market. So it's just going to come down to how much supply enters via people selling. And clearly not a lot of people want to sell. People know what they're holding right now. But anyways, Treble swap, an absolute banger. Shout out to everyone that was able to catch this win. I think it will keep on winning here for the foreseeable future. We can't even look at it on Deck Screener yet. So most people are still dismissing it, but they'll learn. They'll learn for sure. Anyways, let's go look at Toshi for our man Juan. Ayo, here's the Toshi chart. So it did hit 926 million market cap earlier today, and it did flip Brett for a short moment in time. And a lot of people, I guess, decided to take profit when it was above Brett's market cap at like 900 million. So a big retracement today, as you can see over the past few hours. It hit a high of 953 million, so just short of $1 billion market cap. Now, this was a pretty crazy run. This in a very short amount of time. All right, so at this point, again, I think other tokens are going to give better returns from these levels compared to Toshi. But what was the question here? What are your thoughts on Toshi from here forward? So from here forward, the idea to like buy Toshi spot and hold it for a crazy return, in my opinion, that's gone. Okay, from here forward, the game plan with Toshi is if you've already been in and you caught this pump, you basically just continue to take profit as it goes higher. Or if you're an active trader, you just want to be trading the volatility on lower time frames. Buying positions spot now after this huge explosion is very, very dangerous, okay? Because there's a ton of people in unrealized profits still that have been accumulating Toshi from the time of the listing announcement, which happened over here on the 14th of January. And of course, the listing happened just this past week. But here's the Coinbase Insider buy pump that started accumulation and then the breakout. So basically, everyone's in massive profits that was accumulating over here. They've probably taken a lot of profits, but they're probably still sitting in a lot of unrealized profits. So as more and more people come to buy now, I see them getting sold into. Now, there could potentially be enough demand to push this thing even higher and continue its parabola. But this price action today is for sure a ton of profit taking. Okay, so for Toshi going forward, I would say if you're holding a nice position, continue to scale out, pay yourself, take profit, realize it, make it real. Going big on spot now doesn't make much sense to me. But if you want to actively trade it on lower time frames, there's enough volume and volatility and good price action where you can make a killing just actively trading if you want to go that route. But yeah, that's my take. Huge move, and if you buy now, you're not early anymore. So I'm not an interested buyer. Hope that helps. Thank you for the super chat, Juan. Let's go address the rest of our live chat. We got Cloud9, we got Ringo37, we got Kylo the dog with the first like of the stream. Johnny G, what is going on, Johnny? Ringo says, thanks for all of your great insights, especially Treble. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, sir. C Don't Care is here with us today. He says, hello, Connor. Counting down the days to up-Tebuary. That's a nice play on words there, up-Tebuary. Yeah, I think February is going to be a great month. And we got Cryptillion in the building. What's going on, Cryptillion? Bitcoin halving. He says, I took a look at that one mentioned at the end of the stream yesterday. Very interesting. Awesome. Good to see you again, Bitcoin halving. New subscriber. Found us yesterday. Great to have you back, sir. Also, shout out to Monk, JMCC. We got Elvis in the building. Dan Griffiths. We got D'Angelo. What's up, D'Angelo? How are you? Hash AI. I haven't really looked at Hash AI, but we can take a look at it today. Shout out to Armzilla saying, lead us to Valhalla. I'll do my best, Armzilla. Appreciate your support. And shout out to Lee J. He says, hey, Connor, congrats on 70K subscribers. Thank you very much, sir. That looks really good, that nice clean round number, 70K. But now we got to make the sprint to 100K. So you can expect a lot of content because, boy, I want it. And if I want it, I'm have it. It's mine for the taking. Watch the king take over. Watch this space. Enough of that, though. Talk is cheap. Let my actions do the talking. Anyways. Shout out to Vincent. Talking about Treble Swap. Bartland with the support. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you all for being here. Ladger Doodle says, thanks for all you, my man. No worries, Ladger Doodle. Longtime supporter. Yeah, you guys are great. Appreciate all the support today. PG, what's up, PG? Talking about some base meme coins. And yeah, let's go discuss that. Because with the Toshi pump today, we saw a lot of other base meme coins also pump. One of them is the Keyboard Cat. You guys already know we're a fan of the Keyboard Cat here at Crypto Empire. I talk about it in all my base videos, and here's why. I did get a video out, I believe, around, I don't know, it was in this range, multiple times in this range. But anyways, it bottomed out at like 19, 20 million. And even if you just got it at, say, 34, it's still up 136%. It was up 213% today. Keyboard Cat, top base meme for sure. And some other big ones that moved today. Obviously, Toshi, we already talked about that. There's Toshi. Boda with a huge move, although it looks minuscule on the chart. It basically went 100 or like 80, 90%, kind of starting to pull back. Also, Ski Mask Dog pumped today. However, it sold off with Toshi selling off. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of upticks and money flowing into the top base meme coins, which is just kind of proving the thesis correct here. And we talked about that most recently 2 days ago in this video. If you haven't watched this one, definitely go ahead and watch it. But nonetheless, base is looking strong at the moment. I'm curious. It's just in my head now, so I want to look at it. This shout out to Bob's my uncle, so his coin isn't really doing too much right now. But anyways, top memes are moving, and the money likely will continue to flow into the top ones for now. And then eventually it will lead into a full-blown speculation frenzy. But for now, just stick with the top ones. Stick with the most bullish ones. And I'm seeing Ski and Keycat as two top ones for sure. And obviously Treble, but that's not a meme coin. But anyways, yeah, base is looking good right now. Shout out to Mark of Melbourne. What's going on? And Crypto Junkie Princess. Treble looking lit. Peter Drake says, is dot dead? I don't know. I don't do any research anymore on Polkadot. I could care less about the project. I have zero interest in Polkadot at all. So I have no idea if it's dead or not. Bitcoin halving, that's more like altcoin propaganda. Yeah, it's just bullish propaganda no matter how you look at it. Got to do my part though. Let's see. So Lucas is saying we need less coins is kind of nonsense. 95% of coins are created and only last 5 days. Those coins die and don't see a comeback. Well, the contradiction to your argument, Lucas, is everyday users buy new tokens. They get wrecked. They get rugged, whatever. They get gutted by the insiders, exploited, manipulated. And what happens? The person, the retail user, used their hard-earned money to buy. That money went to some bullshit meme coin that rug pulls. So that money is now in the hands of the rug puller, and they're not going to put that money back into the ecosystem. They're going to keep on doing bullshit things and just exploit, extract. So I completely disagree with you, actually, because the new tokens basically make the capital go to the people it shouldn't go to, and they take it out of crypto. Whereas if there was no bullshit 10,000 tokens created every single day, that retail user would probably be more inclined to invest in, say, real value, and the money would have less of a chance to find its way to another extractor and exploiter. So I disagree, and that's why. Check out Mr. Miggles. All right, starting to move too. So yeah, I mean, look, stick with the best ones. Miggles, I routinely mention in my videos. And anyways, it's also performing. So, I mean, if you just stuck with the good ones, well, you should be fine. Yeah, stick with the good ones for now. They will lead to a full-on speculation frenzy, but we're not here yet, okay? So you want to stay in the strong picks. And Keycat, Miggles for sure. It's got that Coinbase support. Ski. Brett, I've given my stance around Brett many times. And my current outlook on it is I don't really love it. And I think the market's just sick of cabal things. So we'll see if Crash is right and this goes to 50 to 100 billion like he says. Or whatever number. He changes the number every day, depending on his mood, I guess. But it's not looking great right now. You're basically seeing money rotate out of Brett and into other base meme coins, and that's why Brett's going down and other ones are up. So we'll see how it does go. If Brett's only chance to get saved is a Coinbase listing, that's the only thing that will save it. Otherwise, it will just keep on underperforming, in my opinion. But if it gets a Coinbase listing, it'll get saved. I think that's the only way that it can kind of reverse course, because it is not looking great after breaking support after support after support. And it's approaching the lows from September and August. So kind of no bueno, and I would say to stick with the other ones. So we have discussed Tau already. Let's go take a quick look at Hash AI. We have one of our viewers wondering about Hash AI. I think this is an Alex Becker coin, and it looks like it was not able to hold support over here above 125 million. So it's now continuing to bleed out. And so they change, or they don't have a tax 0.0. That's good. That's definitely very important. Look, so many AI coins on the market. The only reason anybody probably knows about Hash AI is because they paid, like the team paid Alex Becker to talk about it. And some of them are actually good, but a lot of them are just speculation. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of Hash AI, and I don't plan on buying it. Dan says Hash is trash. I don't really know enough about it to call it trash, but I really wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if it is trash. Do you think there's an AI pump because of DeepSeek R1 doing so well? I don't think it's specifically because of DeepSeek R1. I think it's a culmination of everything, and just the fact alone that 2025 is it's AI's year. Like it's AI's 2024 was the breakout year, but now you're going to see like actual major advancements and just huge leaps and bounds of the AI tech. So yeah, 2025 is the year of AI, and you know, DeepSeek R1 and what they got going on, you know, it's a catalyst, but it's just one domino that's currently falling, and there's a lot of dominoes falling. Be on the lookout for OpenAI's announcement at the end of the month on January 30th, I believe. I think the market is essentially anticipating a lot of demand for crypto AI very soon. Now, in regards to Griffin, I see people asking about Griffin. So here's a tweet from the co-founder of Solana, Toli, and Griffin is now, or they've launched agents that can sell products in your Shopify store, and they are using the first agent-powered coffee shop now. And you can see the co-founder of Solana went ahead and quote tweeted some coffee cup emojis to this Griffin tweet. So again, one of the big reasons which led me to, you know, develop strong conviction in Griffin was because of that connection with Solana itself. And it could lead to something massive. Now, when it comes to the Griffin chart, it has been losing value, down 17% on the day, and it looks to be coming back down to previous all-time high levels again, around 340 million in market cap. We would like to see support hold, of course, and time is going to tell, but here is your support line at 334.7 million market cap. Price coming into support now. We'll see the reaction from here. But, you know, Griffin, very strong fundamental pick. It gets placed in that meme coin kind of section as well because it is on Solana. And a lot of people that found out about this early were the Solana meme coin degens. And what we're seeing now is the bearish divergence reaction. Now, in order for this to get invalidated, here we're looking at Griffin on the 12-hour time frame on the Bitget exchange. So yeah, there was, insanely obvious bearish divergence. And now we're getting the move into base support. So as with all bearish divergence in bull markets, they are often invalidated. The way that this will be invalidated would be for price to actually hold base support over here and, you know, not breach through it and come back down to like 15, 20 cents. All right, so if we do see 30 cents end up holding as support and some good reactions off of it, well, there's a good chance that this bearish divergence will be invalidated and we'll see a breakout higher, okay? Because here's the thing. These patterns, these signals, they flash all the time in bull runs, but the trend is your friend. And in a bull market, the trend is up. Okay, so this has been in an uptrend with higher highs and higher lows. So it's still in an uptrend. If it's going to breach this low over here, 28 cents, it would be a lower low, and that would change things. But that's your Griffin analysis again. Also, in a bear market, when you get bullish divergence, it's often invalidated because price ends up pumping to resistance. It holds key resistance, and then it makes a lower low. In a bull market, price holds key support and makes higher highs. So that's where we're looking for on Griffin, and we'll see how it does develop. But I see it as a great play in the AI section of crypto, and especially with their connections to Solana, it could lead to some interesting partnerships and integrations that can potentially skyrocket its value. But in terms of AI on Solana, Griffin is still my most bullish pick personally. And it's not, Griffin is down, but if we go back and look at the top losers today, well, what are they? I know I saw Anon, another DeFi AI project. Hive AI also down. Grift also down. Moby is down. Pippin is down. So all the ALCH, all of the AI coins on Solana are down 20%. Griffin down 17%. So I wouldn't let this price action scare you. I would just be aware of the scenarios here, and it's super important that we see base support hold here on Griffin, or the purge is going to happen and this thing could potentially break much lower. But that's Griffin. And it looks like we got some more super chats coming in. We got a super chat from Braxton Miller. Thank you, Braxton, for that $10 super chat, sir. Fetch AI / Node AI. So FET, I have to assume, is performing like the overall market and kind of just going sideways. It looks like that suspicion is confirmed by taking a look at the chart. It's not doing anything. It's just kind of going sideways. Now, Fetch, they merge into the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. Kind of some business corporate move. I guess it made sense for their financials and all those different tokens combining into one. So now for FET, this is the weekly price chart. Well, you should be able to identify instantly that price is sitting on weekly support down here, just around $1. All right. So support at $1, and below that, your next level is around 80 cents to like 75 cents. Your weekly 200 is at 80 cents. So for FET, you would like to see weekly support hold, which is current price, around $1 to $1.25. And you would like to see a positive reaction, a bounce, which has occurred multiple times from this $1 level in the past, such as in November, as well as over here in December. But you basically need to see a bounce and a higher high. Because if it breaks support, it likely will now come down to 80 cents. So just looking at this on the higher time frames, it's a sideways choppy market, Fetch. And you have your key levels in this range. I mean, we can put a line on this low at exactly $1, like I was saying. So yeah, either hold support or you're coming down to like 80 cents, and you need to make a higher high past 164 and then 220. Otherwise, it is no bueno. But good chance it does actually make a higher high. And here's Node AI, and Node AI did well in December with the AI agent hype and pump. And it's kind of coming down now and giving all those gains back. And it looks like it's going to come back down to 60 cents. So Node AI looks like it's going right to 60, in my opinion, back down to demand. And you'll be able to see what happens from there. Potentially, it might hold 75 cents and not go all the way to 60, depending on what happens. But it looks like this thing's in a straight shot to 60 cents. Braxton, I hope that helps. Thank you for the support here on the channel. We also got another super chat. We got another super chat from Nas09. Says Nitro on ETH. I've never heard. Have I heard of Nitro? Maybe. Sounds familiar actually. Anyways, okay, yes, I have heard of Nitro, this meme coin. You guys have asked me about this one before in streams, and I think I said basically how it could do well. Maybe it does nothing, and it looks like it's doing something. Okay, it pumped from 500K to 3.5 million, and now it's back down to 1.3 million today. So something like this, it's a meme. Okay, so it's totally dependent on whether or not people want to buy it. And that's all marketing and hype and speculation and awareness. It's very difficult to make a meme coin organically gain a ton of traction to go parabolic. And often it happens when, influencers are behind it because it puts the attention in everyone's face. Can Nitro do something like that? Maybe, but it's super risky, and I'm personally not interested in Nitro. Shout out to Brian Regassa. He says, "What's up, Connor? Glad I can make another epic live stream. Thanks for all that you do. Best by far out there." Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you for all of your support. Bitcoin Halving says to sell your altcoins in February. I mean, look, if we go on another crazy uptick and we get another type of pump similar to what happened in November, December, 100%. If this market has taught you anything, it's that you need to realize profits. And realize profits often when the market is going up, because the rug can be pulled. Bitcoin can drop 5% and your altcoins will drop 50%. So yeah, make it a habit of having a healthy profit-taking schedule. And that is something I routinely talk about here on the channel. You need to realize the gains. Otherwise, they are literally pixels on the screen and they mean absolutely nothing. So Vic says, you should do an Aero versus Treble video just so people can see much better Treble's tech since it's a V4 DEX. I can for sure do that. The thing right now is Treble is so kind of early. And I mean, the word that comes to mind is kind of rudimentary. But there's going to be so many more features and integrations with this exchange where it wouldn't really do anybody justice. I'm going to wait until more features are live on Treble Swap before I start making any kind of comparison videos. I could make one now for sure, but I'm going to wait for some more stuff to go live, some more hooks to be integrated, and you guys will be able to understand why I want to wait a little bit for those more features to go live. But yeah, I agree. I mean, look, if you're going to compare it to Aerodrome, the opportunity is clear as day that, Treble is it's better. Anyways, let's see. Kyle, it is a one-time payment, sir. Looks like we got a troll. Shout out to NRG for the hate. Now, hate never does come from above. Nobody doing better hates on you. So NRG, I hope you're okay, man. And I hope whatever you're going through, you sort it out. Because again, hate never does come from above. So your little troll comment leads us to believe that, yeah, I hope things turn out better for you. I hope things turn around for you, man. Anyways, we got another super chat from Scorch888. And Scorch says, I don't like the bearish breakout on the weekly CL. The bearish breakout on the weekly. What is CL there at the end, Scorch? Mr. Good Guy, where do you find the treble chart? It is on define.fi. I'll leave it here for you. So a lot of mixed emotions today in the chat, I can see. A lot of mixed emotions out there. If you mean CL like close, if that's what you mean by CL, the weekly close, well, yeah, it is a pretty bearish sweep up here. We did just actually get the weekly close 1 minute ago. And here's our weekly chart on the Coinbase exchange. And it ended with a bearish SFP, swing failure pattern, right? This bearish sweep took out the highs back inside. Typically will lead to downwards price action. So all eyes on 100K support right now. All eyes on 100K support after the weekly close. And we'll see how it goes here. But even just looking here on the daily chart, we can just grab this candle body, the opening from Thursday, the 16th of January, and just put a line there, and that's right at 100K. So obvious support that must hold here for BTC, and it looks like price is moving into it right now. So should be an interesting start to the week. And 100K support. And as you can see, I have put a note at 94,500 with a potential move into here. But yeah, not a great weekly close. I agree with you there, Scorch. Doesn't look great with that sweep. And ETH on the weekly is just nothing to even say there. Let's see. Sylvia AI, thoughts on the chart. Is VVAI few done? Anastasia, so is VVAI few done? Look, that thing pumped in the AI agent hype, and I was like, great for all the people that got into it early, but is this done? It's either hold this line I have, or yeah, it's coming back down to 1 million. So make or break right here, but I was never interested in that one. Dasha, VVAI few. Now Sylvia AI. So interesting name. So I've never heard of this one. 17 days old, 2.8 mil market cap. It looks like a slow, kind of under the radar pump fund launch. Thoughts on the chart? Yeah, like I said, a slow under the radar pump fund launch. It looks more organic than most because there's no pump and dump price action. You know, it kind of went live, and it spent a lot of time at a 500K market cap going sideways. And now it's seen basically an 8x to 4 million, pulled back to 2.8 now. So the chart is looking potentially good if it can actually hold support. So demand at 2.5 mil, and then 2.3 is 2 million is support. So you want to see this hold. Chart looks good, okay? You know, obvious uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Doesn't take a genius to see these higher highs and higher lows printing. So you want to see that continue with a breakout. But the chart doesn't look bad. I really don't know what the heck this thing does. It's probably advanced agent providing concise data-driven insights on crypto. Look, there's probably 10,000 agents that are doing that now. AIXBT, Moby, you know, there's big ones. Maybe this one will catch attention, but slight chance in my opinion. It's a meme, so maybe it has a meme coin pump, but we'll see. Chart doesn't look bad though. Bruin says that everyone is at the bar. Everyone's money is on the chief money. Or everyone's money is on the Chiefs. I thought you said money line, but yeah. I guess everyone's money is on the Chiefs at the moment, and that's cool. M2. What did M2 say here? Hi all, trying to jump in this next leg up. Got $5,000. I'm feeling rushed because Bitcoin is dropping. I saw a post 24 hours till alts pump. True question mark. I hope not. I need a few more days to do this right. Well, M2, first of all, when you see something like 24 hours till alts pump, that's probably somebody farming engagement on Twitter. So I wouldn't follow people that say that kind of it's complete nonsense. All right. And I can see Dre said we don't give financial advice. He says this whole channel is about advice. Come on. I guess a better question is, what does Bitcoin dominance have to drop to for alts to pump? Well, what does Bitcoin dominance have to drop to? It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. What does it have to drop to? It needs to confirm a breakdown. How does it confirm a breakdown? With a confirmed weekly close below 54%. Right? You see that happen, altcoins are going to pump. RP is bullish on Griffin. It looks like we got OB1 in the building saying, my man, thanks for grinding. Shout out to OB1. Thank you for the support. Dan says, if you put your money into memes and there's all this news about American coins and ISO20022 coins, then you deserve to lose. So interesting. Now, there's still going to be select memes that pump, but like if you're buying the old stuff, like this one popped into my head right now. This is like the most bullshit meme coin ever. Manaki. I remember people were treating like this thing like it was the best thing ever. And people were asking me about it on a live stream, multiple live streams, and I was like, no, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But if you're putting your money in stuff like this, yeah, like you deserve to lose it. Like, so much corruption and crime with so many of these meme coins. Manaki, for example, multiple influencers were caught tweeting bullish things all the time, and then they were actually caught dumping millions of dollars when they're just tweeting all this bullish stuff 24/7. Most meme coins are like that. Again, I spoke up about Bread and the influencer problem that Crash is having at the moment, where he gave all these influencers supply to talk about it. But once they sell, they're not going to talk about it anymore. So now you just have Crash and his diehard minions supporting it. It's not sustainable, okay? And most of these meme coins are obviously not sustainable. So Dan, you're correct to an extent for sure. There will be other memes, like new ones, that will do well and then die off. But if you can get in super early and catch them early, you know, you can do okay. But most people won't. Now let's go look at the made in USA section of CoinGecko. So what coins are made in the USA? You're going to notice how most of these top coins are also the ISO20022 coins that Dan mentions. XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, Stellar, HBAR. I mean, Litecoin is basically Bitcoin in a sense. So, I mean, strong. Algorand, WorldCoin, Sam Altman. So, yeah, a lot of the top RSR in here as well, reserve rights. So, a lot of the top USA coins are the ISO20022 coins. Now, I recently uploaded a video around HBAR. And look, if one big corporation is going to like pick HBAR as its chain to tokenize on, you know, maybe they'll pick Stellar or the XRP ledger. But yeah, like then there's money flowing into those big American coins right now. XRP, there's a big thing happening right now. Let's go find that. But Jack Mallers, who is the Strike founder, which is a Bitcoin Lightning payment processing thing, he came out recently and said how XRP is giving millions of dollars to the government and Trump under the table so that they use the XRP ledger. Here it is. Emergency press conference. Ripple is undermining American prosperity, freedom, and Bitcoin. Ripple is actively lobbying to stop a Bitcoin strategic reserve in the U.S. while pushing their centralized corporate controlled token. He says, we will not stand for it. And look, when you got a picture of Brad Garlinghouse standing next to Trump didn't reach out to Brad Garlinghouse and say, hey, Brad, let's meet up for a meeting to talk about XRP. No, it was the other way around. Brad Garlinghouse reached out to Trump and he was like, hey, Trump, I'll give you tens of millions and all this money and all these things if you can meet with us and we can talk about, the possibility of using XRP in the US banking system. That's how it works, okay? So Jack is correct here. And look, I made that video on HBAR. Don't be mistaken. I hate what it stands for, all right? It's an extension of the current corrupt financial system that's destroying right now. It's just more collusion at the top. However, with money flowing to the coins, that's why I make a video saying I'm bullish on HBAR. Don't get it twisted, okay? Emotions are out of investing. Emotions are out of it. We're simply looking at the money flow and the opportunity to make percentage gains in assets. XRP, HBAR, Algo, like what those all are and what they stand for, I'm not bullish on. But if we know how corrupt the government is, if it's so corrupt at the top, they're going to use these corrupt organizations and take the bribes from XRP, and you're going to see money flow into them. So yeah, that's the case around the ISO coins and everything like that. If Trump also introduces no taxes, no capital gains taxes to these USA coins, I was actually thinking about that yesterday and how genius it is to introduce no capital gains taxes. Because all the intention of that is to bring in all the crypto from around the world to the US. All right? Let's say someone is holding some Chinese coin like Neo from 2017, Chinese coin. So they sell that to Solana. Then they can sell that Solana for dollars and pay no capital gains tax on it. So what Trump is doing here is he's creating a funnel from crypto from all around the world to get basically put into the US system. It's completely genius. And if he puts it through, Eric Trump said it will come to fruition. But if they put that through with no capital gains tax on US coins, what you're going to see is a lot of non-US citizens looking to create US bank accounts so they can cash out in the US system and not pay that tax, even though they can already avoid tax right now because they're not US citizens. But also you're going to see all the US citizens essentially sell all of their crypto into these US coins and then cash out so they don't pay tax. And it's going to make so much crypto go into the US. So Trump is playing chess and not checkers here, which adds further bullishness for the American USA coins as well. But yeah, I do plan on making more content around this subject, like XRP, the ISO coins, because there's so many angles to go at it about. There's the profit maxi angle where it's like, okay, money's flowing into these coins, so we want to, catch a piece of the pie. There's the moral argument ground where these are all corrupt centralized shitcoins, XRP as well as HBAR. Both of them had undisclosed private sales to friends and family rounds, basically undisclosed to other investors. They got better prices and they got better tokenomics, so they can just dump on everyone else. XRP as well as HBAR, millions and millions and millions of dollars of token supply has been dumped on the open market by insiders throughout the years, which is why I was so critical on them. But it doesn't matter, I guess, right? You got Bob the mechanic. He doesn't care that XRP is dumping on the open market. Here's it's going to replace the financial system, and he wants to buy it, and he's like a QAnon guy or something. So he's just like, yeah, buy. He doesn't give a shit about them dumping supply. All right, so there's so many angles to go about this. I'll continue making content around it. But I hope that does clear things up with my stance on the ISO coins and how I think about them. Let's see, Anastasia. So for the treble airdrop, I think you need to do both. You need to swap on the exchange as well as provide liquidity. I made a guide around it. I would check it out. Foodies bullied the Dolos. Not a fan of that one. I see it continuing to bleed out, and it probably never amounts to nothing. It looks like they just launched on Base. But yeah, this was a Solana coin. I don't see this amounting to anything personally. I would avoid it. Let's take a look at Unicorn Fart Dust UFD. 200 mil market cap right now. Still just kind of holding this support. And we'll see if support does hold. In terms of Solana meme coins, this is one that I'm for sure most bullish on. People are very bullish on Griffin in here. Interesting. And let's look at some more AI coins. First, we'll look at Render, and then we'll look at Virtual. So Render, much like Fetch AI, in the sense where it's just going sideways and not doing anything. Okay, pretty clear diagonal resistance line to break. It's right on the mean. The mean in this case is the daily 200 EMA. And you have support at 632. You're sitting on the summertime range highs. So pretty critical right now for Render to continue to hold this support. And it probably does, if I was going to guess. Again, unless this cycle is actually over. There's so many charts sitting on these kind of major structural levels where if they lose these levels, the market structure does change to bearish. Okay, objectively, if price is going to break down below $6, that would be a very bearish shift in market structure. So for all these coins, it's super imperative to see them hold these support levels. And then Virtual. Back to 225. What's 225? That's one of the key levels that we discussed. We discussed 3 key levels: $3, 225, as well as 175. Okay, so with the fact that we are now potentially breaking, we haven't broken this level just yet. As you can see, we do have some wicks going lower, but nonetheless, it does look like it wants to come down to base support at 175. So yeah, Virtual is to 175 at this point. This thing needs to come down more. It needs to come down more. This pump was kind of pure speculation, so it's going to unwind. I wouldn't buy it. I would Tau over Virtuals all day, every single day. If you're thinking about buying Virtuals over Tau, at this point, God help you. God help you. Does XPR have any future? XPR Proton? Haven't heard about that coin since 2021, man. Ooh, it looks like it's pumping though. I mean, clearly, I guess it has some kind of future. I literally haven't looked at this chart since 2021. XPR Proton. I know the name. Layer 1, I believe. Good pump. If you weren't in from the bottom, I wouldn't chase it now, but yeah, really impressive move. Although it's still like a 9x to the all-time high, but still not something I'm interested in. Will total 3 hold the 1 trillion level? Well, we're in this consolidation underneath the 2021 high. Here's the 2021 high on the left side of our screen. And here's current day with price consolidating underneath that 1.1 trillion level. So is it going to hold 1 trillion as support? I mean, potentially no, because the real structural level here, the real support level is actually 900 billion. So this is still a wide range, and 1 trillion is in the middle of the range. So if it wants to do this, it can do this. And if it does do this and make a move, towards 900 billion, it's going to be more pain for altcoins. So we'll continue to watch this chart, but I do believe this current range happening is going to resolve with a breakout to new highs for the total 3, similar to others right now. Same thing. Consolidating underneath the all-time high from 2021. and clear support. Ideally, we see this range lead to a breakout to new highs. But we'll watch it in real time and watch it develop. Treb at 234 right now. We'll see how low this thing goes. And we'll see what happens with this upcoming week. Are we in a bear market? For Bitcoin, no. For many altcoins, I mean, yeah, they do have bearish market structure. But overall, Bitcoin is not in a bear market. But everything else is vastly underperforming for the most part. So I was wondering why you're more bullish on Griffin over TARS. TARS is backed by Solana. Yeah, TARS is also apparently backed by Solana. It's kind of like a wishy-washy thing, I think. Also, there's not a lot of information around the TARS protocol like team. You know, Griffin has a Docs founder who's constantly putting himself and his name out in public. But yeah, TAI has done really well on Solana. And if it does actually continue to hold previous all-time highs of support, I can see it continuing to make new highs. I talk about TARS often on the channel, and I never really have anything bad to say about it. Again, other than the fact that it's a little bit wishy-washy with the available information out there in regards to details around the project's team and that partnership as well with Solana. It's been mentioned for sure, but I don't know. I haven't really been able to find way too much information around it. Are you still holding Griffin? We are getting absolutely torched. Still holding. Still in profits, being that the entry was down here, so no loss. Market is wrecked. A lot of interesting mixed emotions out there. A lot of really interesting mixed emotions. But guys, that's all for me today. This was a Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. And we are going to go ahead and wrap this one up right now. Huge week ahead, the last week of January, and we'll have the February open in the middle of the week. And as of right now, again, Bitcoin needs to hold 100K as support. Pretty bearish weekly candle close. So if we do lose 100K, we'll brace for more pain. If we hold, well then expect more choppiness that will lead to an eventual breakout higher as long as we hold above 100K. But yeah, very interesting mix of emotions here in the live chat. A lot of people are, recently caught a lot of wins, so they're not feeling the pain as much. And a lot of people are sitting in underwater bags and just waiting essentially for things to turn around. Again, I've made it clear how I don't think that the cycle is over. And I think we will see a Bitcoin dominance drop at some point in time. But for now, all eyes are on Bitcoin holding above 100,000 US dollars per coin. Anyways, guys, I appreciate all of your support. We hit 70,000 subscribers today, which is huge. Thank you to every single one of you guys for supporting the channel here. And I look forward to the continued journey upwards. Smash the like button if you haven't smashed the like button yet. The ratio is looking kind of weak right now, so I would appreciate it if you hit the like button before we wrapped up this stream in totality today. Smash up the like button right now. Thank you for all of your support. It helps out a ton. But anyways, guys, appreciate you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and this is where we dominate the crypto market. Again, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos or live streams. And have a great night and rest of your weekend. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's get ready for another big week ahead. See you all tomorrow.